Everyone's going through the labor crunch right now in Canada. Yes, you the employer. We all agree that there's a labor mismatch in Canada, whether it's in IT, healthcare, low-skilled jobs, or even retail. The government of Canada is supporting employers to apply and hire from anywhere in the world. They have basically given you the green light to allow to hire necessary skills if you are unable to find and source them in the labor pool here in Canada. Whether it's through the provincial nominee program, the global talent stream, the mobility programs through the free trade agreements, or through labor market impact assessment routes, businesses have the possibilities to fill this shortage. Here are a few misconceptions about LMIAs that many employers are not aware of. You can hire for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, or even up to 3 years. They don't have to be permanent or for a specific time period. The same employment regulations apply for foreign workers as they do for Canadian employees, which means you can hire and fire as per the same framework of employment regulations in your province. If your business does not require the foreign worker, you can terminate them and pay the settlement fees as if they were a Canadian employee. The government does not penalize employers hiring from overseas, but rather supports them through these various programs that we've just mentioned. You can convert applicants who are on visitor visas inside of Canada to workers up to February 2023 for the temporary policy that has been put into place by the government. Here are the list of pros and cons of labor market impact assessments. Let's start with the pros. You can get a decision from Service Canada these days within a month or less. So it's relatively fast compared to previous years. You only pay the government application fee once for each position, but unlimited number of vacancies. So this means if you need 5 workers in one specific position, you're only paying the application fee to the government once. You can extend your validity of the LMIA for up to 18 months based on the new policies announced during 2022. You can apply for a no-name or blank LMIA without any workers' names on them, and can decide on who you want to hire after you've received the positive LMIA decision from Service Canada. And here are the cons of the LMIA program. Unless you're in the agricultural industry, the employer needs to pay $1,000 per position to Service Canada as a non-refundable application fee. You need to pay for the advertisements of the jobs on specific portals, which the employer has to pay for. Service Canada will require some basic financial documents from you and will interview you before they render a decision on your LMIA application. If you hire a worker and they apply for a work permit, enter the country and start working for you, and you decide to fire them, you will not be able to use the same approved LMIA again for the same position. From the day you start advertising and applying for the LMIA until a decision is rendered, it could take up to 60 days. And not to mention the work permit processing time of the foreign worker you're planning to hire from overseas or from inside of Canada. There you have it, folks, all the major pros and cons of the LMIA program to hire foreign workers. If you're fed up dealing with Service Canada and all the bureaucracy for these foreign recruitment streams, look no further. We'll take it from here. How can you avoid LMIAs, or also known as labor market impact assessments, in order to hire foreign workers? Well, the first solution is use your provincial nominee program, which is an LMIA exempt program to sponsor foreign workers. The upside is that no LMIA is required in or dealing with Service Canada. The downside is the employer hiring the foreign worker needs to sponsor them for permanent residency alongside the work permit. So it's not just a work permit program. During this time, though, there's no obligation for the employer to maintain and keep the worker if they don't need them anymore, even though they've sponsored them through the provincial program. The second solution is the free trade agreements that are LMI exempt for specific occupations to hire applicants from countries such as Europe, UK, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, and Chile. Specific occupations can be processed for work permits for citizens of these countries without an LMIA or dealing with Service Canada. The third possible solution is an alternative recruitment solution. All it is basically tapping into the pool of international students or spouses of international students who are already inside of Canada with open work permits, or even tapping into the working holiday applicants who arrive to Canada with 1-year open work permits and are looking for jobs. These were just a few possible solutions if you really need to avoid dealing with Service Canada and LMIAs. If you have no other option except applying through an LMIA, well, look no further. We can take it from here. Just outsource it all to us. We call it turnkey solutions, and we assist you with every step of the way and navigate your office for a successful application. We make it so easy that you won't feel the pain in dealing with these government departments. We are licensed and can legally represent you with Service Canada and advise your foreign workers on their work permit processing as well. Contact our office using the link below this video for employers to check your eligibility and receive a quote to help you throughout the entire process.